In today's consumer economy, advertising has proven invaluable in determining a company's success. Advertising gives any company, no matter how big or small, the opportunity to differentiate and sell themselves to a consumer audience. With technological advances, companies are now able to maximize their advertisements by targeting them to specific locations and demographics. The US is by far the biggest market for advertising in the world, more than 3 times the value compared to the next biggest market. Social media advertising revenues have grown to an estimated $8 billion in 2014 and is expected to almost double in the next 4 years. Pictured here is every Facebook profile picture of all 1.27 billion users. The biggest achievement of the company so far, besides connecting over a billion users, has been figuring out how to monetize the platform. More than 1 million advertisers are currently delivering content through Facebook. Everyone is probably familiar with shopping for a pair of shoes on Zappos and then constantly seeing the exact same pair you purchased or almost purchased when you are scrolling through your newsfeed on Facebook. This is targeted advertising in its most basic and juvenile form. With Facebook, you have an unbelievable amount of defining characteristics to choose from when you target the specific audience you want your ad to reach. For example, you can target individuals with a minimum level of education by Facebook already having access to all of your school graduations. You can also choose the primary language of the audience you are targeting, a feature that could be very useful for companies located in Spanish-speaking areas. You can select the country, and if the country offers city-level targeting like the US and Canada does, you can include cities within a selected mile radius, like 50 miles around Atlanta. You can specify the gender and age group you want the ad to reach. This could help video game companies target only boys ages 10 to 20 and avoid wasting ad space on everyone else. Facebook's targeted advertisements identify people's interests from information they've added to their personal timeline, various keywords associated with the pages they like or apps they use, and which ads they've clicked on. While you are narrowing your target, Facebook will display the amount of people that fall into the various filters you have applied. Facebook's new advertisement strategy works like this. Imagine you're on your way to a shopping mall, but the mall already knows the exact 3 stores you are interested in, so that when you get there, those are the first 3 stores you see when you walk in. Facebook has recently launched partner categories as a new way to target ads. For example, a local car dealership can now show ads to people who are likely in the market for a new car and live near the dealership. Until now, advertisers have been able to show ads to people based on their expressed interests on Facebook alone. Now with partner categories, advertisers can use Facebook to show ads to people based on the products and brands they buy on other websites. Advertisers can now create ad targeting parameters as specific as they want. The use of third-party data for ad targeting is obviously valuable. Facebook provides a specific list to choose from for your ad campaign's main objectives. Studies estimate the average click-through rate for Facebook's feed-based ads is around 3%. Meaning that every 3 out of 100 people will click on the advertisement that pops up on your newsfeed. Now Facebook has a new feature that can allow you to track website conversions through a code that lets advertisers track whether people will make a purchase or subscription once they click the ad and then are taken to the website. Joseph Noguchi is a perfect example of a Facebook advertising success story. Founders Luca and Mario Lavorato used Facebook ads to drive traffic to their main website by targeting people that have already expressed an interest in fashion and jewelry. They used a custom audience list to target customers they already had, and then built off that list through the lookalike audience feature that targets people with similar interests as their custom audience. For instance, if someone in their original custom list had liked a boutique clothing Facebook page, Facebook would then find and target other users who liked the same page but have not yet shopped at Joseph Noguchi. Some people have been strongly opposed to targeted ads because they think their privacy is being invaded. In general, Facebook users are unknowingly providing a great deal of personal information to Facebook and its various partner data collectors. I would argue that we have much more to gain than lose with the recent targeted ad strategy. Advertising is a necessity to having a free access to the internet's vast wealth of information. The websites we access on a daily basis are only made free to us because of online advertising. To put it in perspective, would you rather Wikipedia have access to your age, location, and gender, or have to pay a monthly fee to use the website? In order to maximize the minimal space available to advertisers, companies like Facebook have chosen to target the ads in order to increase their value to advertisers. Personally, I would rather Facebook have access to my general demographics than have to pay to use the social media website or any other website. The next generation of targeting is going to be able to tell whether someone is likely to buy something on one website, and if not, then show them ads for their competitors. For example, if someone was browsing Travelocity but never made any purchases, Facebook can profit by showing ads for Orbitz or Expedia. Those ads are incredibly valuable because they target people who are definitely interested in traveling and very likely looking for alternatives. In the future, ads will only pop up when someone is likely to make a purchase. People use their mobile phones for a variety of different reasons. The best time to advertise is when they are bored scrolling through content, not when they're being productive emailing or checking their flight status before heading to the airport. The holy grail of marketing is a more comprehensive understanding of how people live their lives. In the future, it's not hard to imagine companies like Facebook creating an all-encompassing consumer profile.